Okay, we're recording now. Hello. I'm hoping you had a nice weekend, guys. Let's start at day number 6. Today we're going to see how to call the functions from inside. I just shared with you the links we're going to use today to explain how to create a Vue project from scratch and how to integrate with the near CLI and call the smart contract functions. Okay, first of all, let's see the errors you guys had this weekend. For example, Timur, you got some error on terminal. I tried to fix all found it, but I could not do it. Try it again. So start learn from the beginning today. Okay, Timur, maybe if you want to share your screen, we can see what you're doing and help you fix your problem.
Sorry, hi, firstly. Sorry, I cannot share because I deleted all
Okay,
projects. I'm so
okay,
angry.
okay, no, don't worry. So after
I,
this session, maybe you can share with us your screens in our Telegram group channel, and we can help you to start the project.
okay, thank you. I will try to start from beginning with near dogs.
Okay,
Rust so hard, by the way.
yes, you can hate it. Well, okay, at the end, try to record your screen and share with us. Maybe it's a little bit missing. Maybe so. Are you using Windows to
No,
code
no, no,
or
Mac.
are you using Mac? Okay,
Yes, I some permission errors. I tried to install with sudo commands
okay,
last night. I fixed it, but I couldn't make it.
okay. Well, I know Mac has some permission stuff you need to give before to start. Maybe you can write here which command are you using to start the project. If you can share with us here in the chat, we can check this out quickly.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, meanwhile, Timur is sharing the code. I will start to explain how to create the front end. Okay. Uh, I'm going to start using Vue because it's easier than React. So I would like to make your life easier because Rust is hard. Let's use the easy part, that is Vue. Okay, to create a project in Vue, you just run this command. Okay, Vue create the name of your project, and uh, you will create a complete project with all the required tools to develop the front end side. Then, as I was telling to Ramsey, I'm not using Bootstrap. Instead of this, I'm using Beautify. That is a framework tool similar to Bootstrap, but I think it's easy to implement. Just we go to the source of our project and we just add Vue, add Beautify. Okay, once we have this skeleton created, we need to install the near libraries from the front end side. Okay, so we go into this link. I already sent you to the chat group, and we just need to npm install the near API.js. Okay, that has all the necessary tools to integrate the smart contract with the front. Near wallet selector core if you want. Near wallet selector my near wallet. These options allows us to connect with the new wallet and the new wallet selector ledger if you're using a cold wallet. Okay, for this purpose, we're going to use near API JS. Okay, after we have all this installed, I will going to show you how to connect with near. Okay, the first we need to is create the key store to sign all our transaction. This key store is located in the local storage of our browser. Okay, for that, if we're going to use browser, we just create a variable called key store and call this just as simple key store, browser, local storage.
Sorry, Andres, are you sharing your screen?
Sorry, I'm talking without share the screen. Sorry. Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, I'm going to start over. Okay, we go to the view page and we create the view project. Then I told you you create the beautify. We add beautify, writing down view at beautify. And then we run this command npm install near API JS. If we want to use the wallet selector core, my near wallet and ledger, you can install too, but for this example, we're going to use near API JS. The source code of this project is already shared in the chat. I just created this project from scratch this morning. And then, okay, we need to create, we need to connect to near protocol. As I was telling you before, the key store, that is an info located in our local storage. Okay, then we need to connect to near. To connect to near, we need to create some constant variable. When we select, that is an object, when we select the network, the key store, the node URL, the wallet URL, the helper URL, and the explorer URL, and export this object. We have the example for a testnet, we have the example for mainnet, betanet, and localnet. For this purpose, we're going to use testnet. Then we need to connect with the wallet. For that purpose, we're going to use a variable called wallet connection, when we are going to connect with this object, and then we connect with near. This is the theory. The final results will be this page, okay? Now I'm going to stop the screen. I'm going to share my Visual Studio Code to see how the code works. Let me know, guys, when you see the screen, please.
I can see your screen.
Okay, when you create a view project, you create a simple view project with these folders, node models, that are the requirement tools you need to work, a public folder, and a source called source folder where we have the assets, where you store your image, your components, plugin, and services. And you have a file called app and a main.js. And a view config, that is a requirement file where you can put any stuff you need to work. Okay, for this example, we're going to use hello world.view. Okay, the first we need to do is to import the near API JavaScript. This near API JavaScript has all the tools required to call a smart contract. I create a folder called service when I create an API.js, when I create a function that will return the network we are working. In this case, I have mainnet. I create a simple switch, mainnet and testnet, and I add the object requirement for any environment. And I create a constant called network, and I put in both case testnet because we're working in testnet. Okay, we import this config file in this way, import config from service API. Then we need to create a constant variable from near to connect to get the key store to the wallet connection and to call a contract. Then I create a variable called contract name, that is the smart contract we created the last week and one shared with us from GitHub. Okay, then I create a couple of variables, loading 1, loading 2, loading 3, that will emulate the button called loading. I have a variable called sum values that will be the result of the local storage values we have in the smart contract, and the value, the wallet name. Okay, then we have 4 methods: the login, logout, get sum of deposits, and deposit storage. Okay, let's see a little bit the stat gallery to see these functions working, and then we call them from our side. Okay, this is the smart contract we already saw in the stat gallery. First of all, let's call deposit storage. Okay, remember you need to add injector here, 24 zeros and 23 zeros and 1. Okay. I'm sorry, I need to log in. Excuse me. Okay, let's call the method. The view method at the beginning is 0. Then we're going to deposit storage injector here. So 1. Okay, we do the call. We approve from the wallet. As you can see, it's 1 here. Okay, we have the results. We call again this view, and we have 1 Jocton here. We're gonna do exactly the same here. We're going to log in, log out. We're gonna get the deposit, and we are going to deposit the storage. Okay, I'm gonna start explain you guys how we log in. Okay, I'm going to share again the screen from my Visual Studio. Excuse me, I don't know how to share both screens, so I need to stop and start the share every time I need to switch. Okay, the first method is login. All methods will be asynchronous because the blockchain has not an immediate response. We need to create this method async. Okay, the variable loading I declare to true. That makes the button, the loading from this button. We create a constant call near, and we need to connect with the config function I created before, that is here. And I add the browser local storage. Then we create a constant called wallet. When we create a new wallet connection, and we add this constant call near. And then we just call the wallet request sign in. When we add like an object, we add the contract name, that is contract ID, that is the contract that gives us the def when we deploy the smart contract. We can add some method name. In this case, that is the login. We leave this blank. And we can redirect, if the connection is successful, we can redirect to the page we want. Of if the connect has a failure, we can send it to another page. For this purpose, we just redirect to the local host. Okay, we're going to add this function call to the first button. This is the first button. Okay, we add arroba click. We call this method, and we put the wallet name variable that I will explain later. And we need to load this button. Okay, let's see how it works. I'm going to share again my browser. Okay, I let you know I did nothing about design. This is just beautify. You create a one row with 2 columns for buttons, and this is the primary colors they have. This is info, success, and error. I didn't do anything about design. It's just a simple web page. Okay, when I click login, you will see the load button I told you that redirect us to the wallet. When I need to log in, I connect the wallet to this contract. Okay, remember we're connecting the wallet for a specific smart contract, and we should be logged, and we are not. Let's see what is happening. Okay, when we log in, we have local storage information. Okay, yes, we're logged. We're logged, but I create for this example an local storage variable that is not working because you should have a wallet name. Okay, if I refresh the page, well, guys, it's not working. Let me fix it just a little bit. Please wait 2 minutes. I know. Okay, sorry, I had to fix a little bit here. Okay, when we are logged, we know we have the username in the wallet. Okay, the second thing we're going to explain is how to log out. Okay. Okay, to log out, I have created a function, a sync function called logout, and it's simpler. We just create the, as you can see in any function we create, we call the same. The cons near that have the browser local storage, the cons wallet that connect with near, and we create wallet sign out, and that will get out of the login option, and I create a local storage called login. Okay, if I click logout, I just reload the page and we are out. Okay, let's log in again. Okay, I have the problem with the user. Okay, now let's explain how to get deposit sum. This is
we are seeing a Visual Studio Code.
excuse me, Juan. Thank you. I think there's my computer problem that I can complete the whole screen. Okay, I click logout. The function get me out of the application, and that's it. I can do nothing. If I call this function, nothing happened. Okay, let's log in again. I have a little problem here with the user, so I need to refresh again to get the name. Okay. Then we're going to call these functions that it's, the first one is a view and the second one is a call. Let me explain you how to call a view. Okay, I just click and I will receive one. Okay, let me stop the screen, share the screen. Okay, we're here. We create a sync function called get sum of deposits. I create the second variable that is the loading for this button. You create again the cons near. You can, if you want, you can create this near function outside of the scope, and you can just call one time. But I want you guys to understand how we need to call any functions. Then you can make it this a little bit fancy. Okay, we create the wallet connection, and there is a cons called contract. When you create a variable called new contract, and this call comes from this contract. Okay, contract, we call the wallet account we are making this call. We add the contract name we are working, and we have two variables. The first one is view methods, and the second one is change methods. In this case, we are calling a view functions, so we add the view methods here, that is get sum of deposits. The change methods, we are not calling nothing that makes some calls in the smart contract, so we left this blank. And the sender, that is the wallet account. Then I check if the wall is signed to make this call and avoid error. I had the variable declare call wallet sum wallets, okay, that is null. I call it here. This sum wallets is await contract, okay, get sum of deposits, and I will receive the total sum of these deposits, and I just put this variable loading to false. The other function is the call, that we call it deposit storage. Okay, I create this loading tree, declare to true, the const variable call near, the const wallet when we connect with near again, the const contract again when we create the new contract with my wallet account with my contract name. But the difference is the view method is blank, and the change methods I call deposit storage. I can call any call methods I want to use in this smart contract. Suppose we have several calls in one function. And the sender. In this case, I will call with a wait function my stored deposit. I don't have to add any arguments, and I always create an attached gas for any transaction, and the standard is this amount, okay, 3 and 14 zeros. And the attached deposit and doing by hand. I'm not interacting with the landing, just add this one near, one near represented in near, and remember the number 24 is 1. And this loading page declare to false. Okay, if we see the button calls, we have the first click is login, the second click is log out, the third click is get sum of deposits, and the fourth click is the deposit the storage. Okay, let's test. Okay, we're going to call deposit storage that send me to the wallet. As you can see, I don't interact with the landing because the near is static. If you see more information, you will see the contract, the function with no arguments. I will just call. Okay, as you can see, when I load the web page, I call get deposit num, and I receive the result. I can call, of course, anytime I want, but I won't receive a different number because it's just the sum we have to. If we call this again, we add the more deposit storage. And we will receive number 3. Here in the URL, you can see the transaction hash, and go to the Explorer testnet and see the result. Result not found. It's the testnet. Always the testnet is giving us trouble. But I can see this transaction in my wallet. Here in recent activity, I can see the call deposit storage. Okay, we call the method. We see the transactional result and how many gas is burned from any transaction. Okay, maybe we can add another function. Let me see in the stat gallery to make sure with function we can call. Hello name. Juan, can you tell me which arguments are used in this function?
Just name is a string
Mhm.
and your
Okay.
name.
And it's a view call?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we can call this function front end side. Okay, let's try to create here this function for this purpose. Okay, let me stop share and start share my. Okay, let's create another row.
I don't know if you could use the another hello. The another hello function. It receives the same, but I want to show something.
Which function, Juan? Hello name
Hello
language.
language. Sí, sí, yes.
Yes, name. Okay, is name.
Name,
Mm,
perfect.
Okay, let's
Leave this
call
one,
this.
so I show something later.
Okay, let me show the source code. Okay, as you know, Bootstrap or the modern frameworks works with row and calls. So I will add a new row with a couple of calls. We can create a new button, calling this function. We can remove this loading. Okay, we can add here call, hello, and then we need to add. Okay, we need to add first an input that will receive this variable. An input, no, the input. Okay. This input, we need a V model. Okay, let's create here the variable called name with no value. Oh, no, okay. Let's call it my name. So the model is my name. Let me see the result and call deposit. Okay, just a second, please. 6. Okay, I know what is happening. Just a second, guys. I'm doing some. Okay. Get the num. I can see the input. I don't know why. Call hello. Okay. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, call hello. Okay, and give me just 1 second because not viewing the input results.
Good question.
Mm,
How can we do without transactions? This is an easier function because it has no arguments and not input like this one. So without function will be just copy and paste the deposit function and change the name. It's like this, Andres.
Excuse me, can you repeat, please? I'm just checking here something.
Uh,
The questions, excuse me.
How can we do without transaction?
Withdraw transaction from where?
The withdrawal transaction from the contract that gives you your 3 years back.
Ah, okay, okay. Okay, let's call this. Instead of call hello name, we can call withdraw. Withdraw storage, what is the parameters we need to call without storage, please?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay,
No, no. Mhm.
it's just a call.
Yes.
Okay, let me create the code here. Okay, it'll call hello name. We're going to call without storage. Okay, and let add here withdraw. One is a call, right?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
It's a call, not a view.
Yes, it's a call.
Okay, okay. We just copy paste the first function, deposit storage. We can change the name to withdraw storage. Mm, when in change methods, we put this name. In contract, we put the name of the variable. We don't need to add attach gas, right?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. We remove this line, and we need to leave this because some functions need gas to start. Some functions doesn't, but I think leave it for any call. Is if the blockchain needs a little bit extra gas, they will get in from there. If the blockchain doesn't, they don't. Okay, let me create a new variable called loading for. I will add it to this button. Mm, it's an object called loading for, right? And the click function we already defined. Okay, that's it. This is the function deposit without storage. Just that simple. Let's test it in the page. Okay. My bad. Excuse me. Withdraw not working. Just a minute. Loading for. And this function is returning some message or something.
It's what I am seeing, and I think it don't return anything.
Okay.
Let me check.
Okay. No. I already called it. Let's get deposit storage and withdraw to see the variable equal to 0. Okay, I have the deposit of 1 year. If I click withdraw, it should work. Let's wait here the result. Okay, it's already because, okay, we don't have, I need to get this transaction hash to show you that it's working, but you can see here the log. And you can see if I get deposited storage equal to 0. Okay, what we can do is call get deposit num at the end of the function withdraw to get the result without reloading the page. How we do that? We just call the function. We just call the function. Uh, is that no? This is not the screen. Excuse me. We just call the function get sum of deposit. Inside the function withdraw, at the end of the line, we call this. And we don't need to reload the page. Let's see the result. Okay, let's create some deposit storage. Okay, we have 1 year. Let's call again. We have 2 years. Let me withdraw. And let's see the transaction results here. As you can see, when the transaction is finished and we receive the receipt, the landing is calling get deposit num, and we see the result in 0. So I think this function is not needed. But of course, we can call and we will receive 0 numbers. You can see the log here.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. And that's it, guys. This is how the front end in generally is working. I just telling you that the function calls are the same from every stage or every page you want to develop. The main difference is parameters. The main difference are the the variables that you're going to add. If there are string, if there are integers and you need to manipulate in the front side. The rest is validation from the front end, that you're logged, that you're adding the correct variables, that you are required parameters. This is the same as you work in any front end develop. The main difference is the call, that you need to create async functions for every call. But the rest is that easy. Okay, I'm going to share with you guys this source code so you can use it, or you can compare against a React project or a simple HTML with Bootstrap that is the same. The calls are exactly the same from any framework. The main difference is the syntax you are using. Okay, I'm sharing with you this source code. Okay, now you have the last version upload. Juan, are you going to share some thoughts about the function you told me, the hello world? Or I
Uh,
think we have a little bit extra time to call this last function. Let me create here to receiving with some variables. Just a minute. Let me create here the input. Okay, input. We're going to add an input file to receive the name and call the function hello one. Give me, guys, 2 minutes to find some input in. Just a minute. I'm searching here in Beautify how to call the name, but I don't find it. Is it text here? Okay, just a second. Well, maybe you can explain the function before I call it, and that gives me time to find the input search to add to the front.
Oh, the function that I wanted to show is what we see, the double function to change the language of the hello from English to Turkish, but I wanted you to know that the blockchain works like a singleton. In other languages, the blockchain change. If you make a change, it's safe for everyone in the world at the same time. So I want Andres to call this function once in English
Mm-hmm.
and change in my side the language.
To Spanish.
No, it's Turkish.
In Turkish, okay.
And then you show that it changed in your computer or in your site.
Okay, let me add here the input. Make it quick.
Yeah, sometimes Rust is not the only problem.
No. Problem is the time. We don't have enough time, but okay, let's do it here. My name. Okay, I'm building here quickly.
But like Andres,
mm-hmm. Okay.
like
Do you
Andres,
say this hello name language, right?
yes.
Okay. Hello name language.
Like Andres said, if you have an idea for your project but you can't start yet, you can write it here, and we can help you to understand which functions do you need, or how to start these functions if you already know which functions you need.
Yes, of course.
We are here to help you to accomplish your journey in here.
Okay, almost done here. And where is the input? It's lost. Okay, I have the input here, but I need this input with background with borders. Just a second. I need to add this, to add borders, border color. Okay, we can worry later. Okay, let me share my Visual Studio. Okay, I just created inputs with a vmodel called my name, and I'm going to call a function called hello, my name language. So we just copy and paste any call function. We just change the name of this function using the contract function we're going to call. You know which is one. The rest is the same. We just change the name of the change method and the call.
Hey, but hello name language is not a change method.
It's just
So-
call method. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. Okay. Then we need to add some arguments. That is name, my name, excuse me, name. And we're going to add this, my name. That is the variable name we're going to add.
You don't need the gas.
I don't need gas. Okay, also, we need to show the result. So we need to create my name result. And we should show this name here. It's ugly, but should work. My name result. Okay. Okay, let's change this a little bit because it's a view call. So we should call this. I'm not sure. Await contract get some. Yes. We can use this. We can use this. This should be my name result. Await contract. We can call hello with these arguments. Should be like that, right, Juan?
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. But this is inside. Where is contract? Sorry, I delete by mistake. Okay, that should be all. In this button we have hello name. Okay, let's see if this work. It's not working.
It's not.
Hello, it's not a function. Okay, just a second. Okay, I know what happened. I wasn't at the change method name.
Mhm.
Okay, you can see here the result. If I call Andres, I think we need to refresh the landing.
I changed it to Turkish. Let's see if it works.
Okay, as you can see. Okay, let me call. I think this name is Meh. It's like that. I'm not sure. Ramsey is easier to write.
Change it again to English. So
Hello,
you
Ramsey.
see, perfect. So
Okay,
now the
guys.
I did here are in the blockchain.
Yes, as you can see, the result is not immediate just because you need to add the transaction to the blockchain and wait to the response. It's not the same when you call a database function. It's called the blockchain. Validate the transaction using the node the blockchain has, the shard, etc., and we get the result. So, guys, we have login, logout, a view call, a function call with parameters, and watching how we can get any results. Of course, this input here is not validating that we are adding any info that is right, correct, or wrong. Uh, I just wanted to show how it's work, how this is working.
It was broke with numbers.
Yes, I think should work. This is a string.
Ah, yeah, it's
Yes,
a string in your side, right? In the
yes, from my
coding.
side. Yes, I'm adding a string. Okay, guys, if I log out, nothing happened. I need to log in again. Uh, okay, let me upload the code for you guys. Call with parameters. Okay, ready. You have upload the code, this code in GitHub. You can play with it and start how we can call the function from the smart contract. Today, guys, we're going to share with you the rest of the session, helping you to create your project, to start your project, any error you have, if you still don't have any idea how to create your project, um, we can help you since tomorrow until Thursday. Okay, I mean the front side and the back end. So I think this will be all for today. If you have questions, let us know in the chat. Uh, Remember, Timur, to share with us in your screen the errors you have to see if we can get a solution right now. If you have question, guys, okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you to be here today. We just have 4 days left to finish this course, and you will be a near certified developer. I'm pretty sure. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.